Ups. First for our visitors, the Panthers from Riverside. Field tonight for the Panthers, number 5, Case and Red.
Welcome to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. The home opener this afternoon. God dang it. Oh, my God.
I'm so sorry, I hit the wrong button.
That's okay. All right, welcome Tiger fans to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. We appreciate you tuning in on this beautiful Friday afternoon, the home opener for your Hardin County Tigers. As the Tigers are being introduced right now. And Clark, these two teams hooking up again for the second time. A big win last night as the Tigers had to come from behind. And they got the win over at Parson Riverside 5-4.
Yeah, it was a great game. We're going to play a really good baseball team again tonight. Riverside is very good fundamental. They play it well, coach well, so I look for a great game again tonight.
Yeah, looking forward to it. If you're thinking about coming out here, you need to get out here now. We're starting about 30 minutes early. And, you know, really, I didn't know if we'd play or not after the rain, but this field looks outstanding. They've really worked hard to get it in great shape. The new scoreboard is lit up. I was excited about seeing that. We've got a good crowd on hand. They've got food out here. Anything that you need is out here at the ballpark. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups. You're listening to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. Welcome back to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. As we're bringing you the home opener, it's Hardin County and Riverside this afternoon. A beautiful spring afternoon. The sun is out, and What a beautiful field here, and an outstanding job that they have done here to get this field prepared for tonight's game. I'm sure in the outfield it's going to be a little bit wet, but the infield looks perfect, so look for a great night of baseball. Let's take a look at your starting lineups for Riverside. Leading off, playing second base, will be Stone Wallace. Batting second, pitching, Ethan Quinn. Batting third, playing first base, will be Cole Montgomery. Catching tonight, hitting cleanup, Trent Smith. Bryce Hernandez hitting fifth, playing third base. Aiden Creasy, the DH, hitting sixth. Jake Swindle in left field, hitting seventh. Parker Wilkes, the shortstop, hitting eighth. Aaron Bartholomew in right field, hitting ninth. And playing in center field and not batting is Kason Redditz. For your Hardin County Tigers, Abram Wilkerson will lead it off in left field. Jace Littlefield will be pitching tonight. Cooper Clapp at shortstop. Seth Garner at first base. Third base, excuse me. Nathan Nesbitt will be the DH. Hunter Phillips at second base. Jordan Binion in right field. DeAndre Sparks in center field. Strider Jones at first base, and Ian Stanley catching. So Stone Wallace will come up and lead it off here, right-hander against Littlefield. First pitch on the way is a little bit outside, ball one. These two teams were in a doozy last night as the Tigers came back and held them off in the seventh and got the win over at Riverside. Next pitch on the way, outside, ball two.
Littlefield's a senior, as you know, Steve. Really good hitter, but throws the ball for us. He'll be around the plate usually and look for a lot of ground balls.
Next pitch on the way is a little low, ball three. So three quick balls in a row as Stone Wallace leads it off here for the Panthers. Littlefield from the windup. Rocks and fires, and it's a strike on the outside corner, and it goes to 3-1. Three balls and a strike on Wallace. Here's the 3-1, swing and a miss. Strike two, and the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes on Wallace. We appreciate everyone tuning in here on 93.5 FM. Also, you can watch it on Slice 93 on YouTube. Next pitch on the way is a breaking ball, and it's taken for strike 3.
Good job right there coming back, Steve.
Yeah, Jace got behind 3-0 and then battled back 3 straight strikes, and that'll do it for Wallace. That's out number 1. First pitch on the way to Quinn is outside, ball 1. Quinn hitting from the left side. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Just getting started, and next pitch is a fastball up a little bit. 2 balls, no strikes. Littlefield on the mound for Hardin County getting his first start. Next pitch on the way, a good fastball on the inside corner, 2-1. Two balls and a strike on Quinn, 1 out. Here's a 2-1. There's a drive down the first baseline that's going to just hook foul. Evens the count up at 2-2. He got around on that one.
Yeah, Quinn's a good hitter. He plays shortstop most of the time. He's a good back control guy, bunts the ball well. He can run. It's Coach Quinn's son. He's a sophomore, I think. Good ball player. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Littlefield's 2-2 pitch, hit right back at him. He'll snag it and over to first for the out. So 2 quick outs here in the first. And that'll bring up Cole Montgomery, the first baseman.
Next for Riverside, first baseman number 24, Cole Montgomery.
So Montgomery will come to the plate with 2 outs. First pitch on the way to him's in the dirt, ball one. You know, these first couple of games, Clark, we've had a different lineup, people in different positions of just about every game. I guess Coach Harville just trying to get a feel and get everybody some playing time.
I think so. It's a pretty deep team, and he's playing a lot of people, so we'll see what's going on. Of course, we got a long week next week again. You know, we're going to play 5 games next week. 2
balls, no strikes on Montgomery. Littlefield from the windup. Here's a 2-0. Foul tip, and the count goes to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Just getting started here in the first. Waiting on the home plate umpire to get ready.
That got the catcher a little bit. He's giving him a little time.
Get him a little time, too.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Here's a 2-1 on the way, breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 2.
Really good pitch right there, Steve. That's kind of a backup breaking ball. Good pitch on the outside part of the plate. Montgomery can hit the ball. He got power to all fields. He's a senior.
Here's a 2-2, another breaking ball up in the zone, and the count's full now, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's a 3-2, hit out of play. Looking at the ballpark, 340 in the gaps, 360 in center in left field gap, 325 in the right field gap, and a big wall. There's one hit off the fist, foul, and the count will stay at 3-2 at 300 down the line, each line. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On Montgomery, here's pitch. Ooh. Boy, that's a line drive almost just short of the Tiger dugout. That might have got somebody if it had just been a few feet over.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you talking about pulling the baseball. He pulled that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch, and he'll lose him. Ball gets away from Stanley, but Montgomery will trot down to first, so the first runner on here in the first.
Catcher number 10, Trent Smith.
So that'll bring up the catcher, Trent Smith, to the plate, another right-hander, with a runner at first and 2 outs now. Littlefield from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Just misses up.
Montgomery won't be a threat to run over there much. He's usually plays first base and DH it.
1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs. Here's a 1-0 down in the dirt. Good stop by Ian. And it goes to 2-0 now. Jace has worked behind each of the first 4 hitters. Littlefield from the stretch. Takes a look at first. Now comes to the plate. There's a drive into right field, or excuse me, center field, and it falls in front of Sparks, and everybody's going to be safe.
Yeah, he hit that in a good spot. That was a tough one.
So 2 on now, and that'll bring up Bryce Hernandez.
Now batting for Riverside, third baseman number 13, Bryce Hernandez.
So Hernandez will come to the plate with 2 on. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Here's a wind-up pitch on the way. A little bit low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Hernandez, the third baseman for the Panthers. Here's a 1-0. Breaking ball hit on the ground towards short. Clout will pick it up over to second for out number 3, and that'll do it for the Panthers. They get one hit, they leave a couple on, and after a half inning, no score. Your Tigers come in the bat. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. Back after this. Welcome back to Savannah City Park, where the Hardin County Tigers play baseball in this beautiful baseball park.
Tigers, left fielder number 19, Abram Wilkerson.
Abram Wilkerson, Jace Littlefield, and Cooper Clapp will face Ethan Quinn. Here in the first, no score, just getting started. As we got a whole new system and everything going on here with this new scoreboard, new sound system, and they're trying to get all the kinks worked out. It is game number one. Wilkerson hitting from the left side, facing the right-hander Quinn. First pitch on the way is outside, ball one. Here's the 1-0 on the way. Fastball taken for a strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the leadoff hitter for the Tigers, Abram Wilkerson. Here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground towards short. Picks it up. He'll have to hurry, and the long throw over and in time for out number 1. So 1 out, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jace Littlefield. So Littlefield will come to the plate with Clapp on deck. Nobody on, 1 out. First pitch on the way is a little off the plate. Strike 1, or excuse me, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Here's a 1-0. Outside, ball 2.
They're playing Littlefield straight up. He's one of the best fastball hitters, I think, in West Tennessee. He can hit the baseball.
2 balls, no strikes. Here's a 2-0 pitch on the way. And he gave him the outside corner about 3 inches outside worth. And the count goes to 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first inning, no score. Quinn from the windup. Now he'll step off. Here's a 2-1 by Quinn. Change up down in the dirt. Evens the count, or the count goes 3-1, excuse me. Like I said, a beautiful afternoon. A little bit windy, wind blowing in out in right field. Out of the southwest. Next pitch on the way, misses outside. And he'll lose him. So Littlefield, the first runner on for Hardin County here in the first.
11, Cooper Clapp.
And that'll bring up Cooper Clapp, the shortstop. And now we'll have a courtesy runner.
Jesse Johnson for Littlefield.
So Johnson will come in to run for Littlefield, the pitcher. Cooper taking a long look down at Coach Harville. Now he'll step back into the box. Johnson with the lead at first. A throw over, not in time. Quinn from the stretch. Comes to the plate. A little bit outside. Ball one. Got good movement on his fastball. That one just moved off the plate a little bit.
Yeah, he's got a live arm, Steve. Don't have a lot of velocity, but got a really, you know, I've seen him pitch for 3 or 4 years now, and kid knows the game.
1 ball, no strikes. Throw over to first again, not in time. Apparently they think something's going.
Coach Harville likes to put stuff in motion, Steve.
Here's a pitch. There's a ground ball hit toward the second baseman. He'll backhand it and get the out. No, they're going to say he's safe.
Yeah, he's there. He got there. He hesitated on that throw, and it took him in the hole, and he had it. He really didn't have a throw but 2 seconds. So got something working.
So Clapp hits into a fielder's choice, and they don't get the out at second. And the Tigers have runners at first and second now with an out. And Seth Gardner, the third baseman, coming to the plate. Big right-hander for the Tigers. First pitch on the way to him is a breaking ball. Hit high in the air and out of play down the right field line. No balls and a strike. 2 on, 1 out. We're in the first, no score. Quinn from the stretch. A couple of looks at second. Now a third look. Comes to the plate. Outside. Evens the count up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1 down in the dirt. Good play there by Smith, the catcher.
He's been very impressive the last night tonight. He's very, very fundamental and does a great job for them.
2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Quinn from the stretch. Here's a 2-1 delivery outside, and it goes to 3-1. They're trying to keep it away from Seth. I don't blame them.
Yeah, my guy can hit it now, and, you know, he hit something.
But they got a hot bat behind him in Nesbitt.
You bet.
And Nathan, he's worked his way in this DH row. Next pitch on the way, outside, ball 4. So that'll load the bases for the Tigers as Johnson will move to third. Clapp will be at second, Gardner at first, and Nathan Nesbitt, the DH. Nathan had a big hit last night.
Sure did. He's a junior and a good one.
So Quinn now will go from the windup with 1 out. Pitch on the way. He got on that one, hit foul. Bases full of Tigers. Nesbitt at the plate, an 0-1 count on him. Phillips on deck. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, taken for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now on the DH for the Tigers. Here's the 0-2. Fastball just misses on the outside part of the plate, and the count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tigers trying to get something on the board here with bases full and an out. Next pitch, off speed, swing and a miss. That was a good pitch. Fooled him.
Sure was.
And that's out number 2. So that'll bring up Hunter Phillips, the second baseman.
Now batting for the Tigers, second baseman, number 1.
Kind of like the same scenario last night in the first inning.
Yeah, we started with nobody out in this situation, didn't score.
Here's a pitch on the way to Phillips. It's going to be a fastball outside. Tigers left 11 on the bags last night in that game. Here's a 1-0. Good fastball on the outside corner. Strike 1. Evens the count up at 1-1. If Phillips can get on, Binion is on deck. Next pitch on the way. High drive into left field. The left fielder going back, gets under it, and makes the grab for out number 3. And the Tigers leave 3 on. They don't get a hit. And after 1 complete, we're all tied up at 0. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here at 90 on 93.5 FM.
For the Tigers in the
What I always call it. He knows what he's doing.
All right, welcome back to Savannah City Park. Steve Cornell along with Clark Jones bringing you Hardin County Baseball this afternoon. A beautiful afternoon, beautiful spring afternoon, as wasn't quite sure we were going to play today after a little weather moved through early this morning, but they got the field ready, worked hard. It's a beautiful park. If you're out and about, I'm telling you, it's a place to come see. There's the first ball pitch is hit on the ground foul. Got a good crowd on hand as everybody's starting to pile in. They're cooking over there. They got all kinds of food over there, burgers and cheese plates, barbecue bologna, the whole thing. So whatever you want. Next pitch on the way is a breaking ball outside. It's Creasy, Swindle, and Wilkes here in the second. There's a ground ball hit foul again down the third baseline.
We're going to get you a menu like our buddy did at Northside and read the whole menu.
Yeah, he sure did, didn't he?
Everything, whole darn menu, you know. So we want to be doing that tonight.
No, that man enjoyed that job.
He did love his job.
There's a breaking ball hit in the left field. Left fielder coming in and makes the grab. Good play by Wilkerson. That ball never got about knee high.
Yeah, but he got him positioned just right. Abram made a good move in to catch it. Great job.
Number 3, Jake Swindle.
So that'll bring up Jake Swindle, the left fielder for the Panthers. First pitch is up, ball 1. Here's a 1-0 on the way on the outside corner. Strike 1, evens the count up at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Here in the top of the second inning. Home opener for your Hardin County Tigers this afternoon. Here's a 1-1, just misses outside. That almost looked like a slider.
It probably two-seamer,
Yeah.
Steve.
2 balls and a strike. Here's a 2-1. There's a base hit into right field. He'll round first and hold up there.
They hit the ball on those 2 times in a row.
So Swindle gets on with a base hit to right.
Up next for the Panthers, shortstop number 6, Parker
Their
Wilkes.
second hit of the game, and that'll bring up Parker Wilkes, the shortstop. So Wilkes will come up with a runner at first and 1 out. First pitch on the way to him, fastball rides in up high, ball 1. Sun starting to go down. The shade is creeping in, especially toward, well, the right field and center field is fully shaded now. Little sun in left on that left side. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Evens the count up at 1-1.
Yeah, Garner kind of in a bad spot over there. I see he's got sunglasses on. The sun's right on him right now, but the rest of the field's pretty clear.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch on the way. The runner goes. Here's a throw down, and it's going to not be in time.
Got a good jump, but it's a great throw by Stanley right there, Steve.
So Swindle gets a stolen base. And they got a runner at second with 1 out. And a 1-2 count on Parker Wilkes. Here's a pitch. Gets away from Stanley, and Swindle. He took off, then went back. He wasn't quite sure, but I don't think he could really see what happened. But anyway, we got a break there.
Yeah, we do.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Wilkes. Runner at second, 1 out. No score. We're in the second. Littlefield from the stretch. Couple looks at second, comes to the plate. Strike 3.
Good pitch
Got
right
him
there.
looking, yeah, right on the outside corner. And the home plate umpire rung him up. That's 2 outs now here in the second.
Now batting for Riverside, right fielder number 18, Aaron Bartholomew.
Second strikeout of the game for Littlefield. And that'll bring up Aaron Bartholomew, the right fielder. So Bartholomew will come to the plate, runner at second, 2 outs. First pitch on the way to him is a fastball down in the dirt. Good play there by Stanley behind the plate. One ball, no strikes. Jace from the stretch. Couple of looks at second, a third look. Now he'll come to the plate, and he bounces a breaking ball up there. Another good play by Stanley, keeping that one in front of him, and the count goes to 2-0.
Ian's just a freshman back there. That's putting him to work as a freshman.
2 balls, no strikes. Littlefield from the stretch. Here's a 2-0 delivery outside. And the count goes to 3-0, and I think that time he may have crossed Ian up. He called timeout. He wants to go out there and talk to his pitcher. So a 3-0 count now on Bartholomew. Wallace on deck, back to the top of the lineup. Littlefield from the stretch. Here comes a pitch. Strike 1. 3-1 now, the count. Swindle, the runner at second base for the Panthers. Here's a 3-1. Another fastball on the outside corner, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Littlefield from the stretch. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Took something off that one. And he got Bartholomew swinging his third strikeout of the game and the third out
For the Panthers in
of the
top
inning
second,
after 1 1/2.
runs on one hit. There were no Tiger
No
hitters and
score.
one runner left
We'll be
on
back
base.
with Binion, Sparks, and Jones coming to the plate for the Tigers. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this.
Leading off the bottom of the
It'll
second
be
for the
Jordan
Tigers,
Binion,
right fielder number 14, Jordan
Sparks,
Binion.
and Jones. Here in the second inning as Quinn will start Jordan off with a fastball. Ball one. One ball, no strikes. Here's a 1-0 on the way. Driven into center field. Center fielder drifting back, and makes the grab for the out. Hit it probably in the deepest part of the field. And that's the first out. So one out.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 12, DeAndre Sparks.
And DeAndre Sparks will come to the plate, left-handed hitter. Saw some pitching action last night. There's a drive toward the second baseman. It's going to get by him into right field. So the second hit of the night for the Tigers. So the Tigers will have a runner at first, and that'll bring up Strider Jones, the first baseman.
Now batting for the Tigers, first baseman, number 2, Strider Jones.
I don't remember walking out the music. Do you, Clark?
No, it wasn't that.
Quinn from the stretch goes over to first, not in time. Sparks with good speed at first base, so there's a lot of options here for Coach Harville. One out. Wind up pitch on the way, fastball on the outside part of the plate, strike one. Give you time to think about it. I'd like to know what your walkout song would have been back then.
Yeah, ain't no telling back then. The morning I got to hit it wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway, would it? No balls and a strike. Next pitch on the way, rides inside, evens the count up at 1-1. One ball, one strike. Sparks a runner at first. One out here in the second, no score. There's a 1-1. They decides to throw over to first, not in time. Wind up, pitch on the way, breaking ball, and DeAndre is going to hold up. I think he was taken off, it looked like. Two balls and a strike on Jones, the first baseman. Wilkerson, the leadoff hitter, on deck. Tigers had bases loaded last inning and couldn't get a run across. Riverside's had a couple of runners on. Sparks with a good lead at first. Here comes a pitch outside, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike.
Good pitch to run on right here, Steve.
Hitter's pitch right here, too. Jones, a right-handed first baseman. Got the save last night in the game. There goes a runner. There's a drive into left field. It's going to be down. Sparks will have to stop at second base. And here comes a throw in. It gets by the second baseman, but not far enough. So 2 hits, back-to-back hits by Sparks and Jones. And that'll bring up
for the Tigers, left fielder number 19, Abram Wilkerson.
Abram Wilkerson. He'll come to the plate. Grounded out. His first time up. So runners at first and second and an out.
Playing behind the runner at first.
First pitch on the way, down and in. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Sparks at second, Jones at first. Here's a pitch hit off the end of the bat, foul. Evens the count up at 1-1. Good bat on deck with Littlefield. So one ball, one strike. Quinn from the stretch. Here's a 1-1. It's going to ride up high and outside, ball 2. Two on the count now. 2 on, 1 out. There's a wind-up pitch outside, and the count goes to 3-1. Three balls in a strike. Here's a 3-1. There's a drive into center field, and the center fielder has to go back a couple of steps. Sparks is going to tag. Here comes a throw, and he's going to be out. He was safe, but he slid off the bag. So put out in center field, and he threw him out at third base as DeAndre just slid right over the top of third base. And for the third out, the Tigers squander. Is it squander? Whatever it is. They waste another opportunity after 2 complete. No score. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Hardin County Baseball. I got quickly corrected on what I was trying to say a while ago, as my wife sent me the correct pronunciation of that word. I'm not even going to try to say it anymore.
There you go, man.
I just told her I knew I messed up when I tried. Oh, me. Stone Wallace will lead it off for the Panthers. Ethan Quinn and Cole Montgomery. Wallace struck out looking his first time up. First pitch on the way to him was a strike. Here's the 0-1, strike 2 on the outside part of the plate. This time Jace is working ahead. He's been behind most hitters.
I'm sure he got a little encouragement on that when he went in the dugout.
Yeah. Next pitch on the way is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. on Stone Wallace. That's a classic name right there, Stone Wallace.
Yeah, his granddad's a great friend of mine. This kid's a sophomore and a good player.
Here's a 1-2 down in the dirt, and the count goes to 2-2. Two balls, two strikes on Wallace, leading off here in the third. No scored. Both teams have runners in scoring position, but unable to push anybody across. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss at a curveball, and that'll do it for Wallace. So he'll strike out for the second time tonight. That'll bring up Ethan Quinn.
Now batting,
Ethan grounded out
Ethan Quinn.
to Jace his first time up. He'll be hitting from the left side. First pitch on the way to him is a little bit low, ball one. I'm sure the lights are fixing to come on here in just a few minutes. The field is completely shaded now.
I hope so, Stevie.
I hope they come on. That's right. There's a fly ball slicing toward left field as Wilkerson goes over and makes the grab for out number 2. So 2 down. That'll bring up Cole Montgomery. He walked his first time up, was left at second. So Montgomery will come to the plate with nobody on and a couple of outs. First pitch to him, a breaking ball, swinging a miss. He took a rip at it, couldn't catch up with it.
He takes a rip. He's a good player to be a senior, I think.
No balls and a strike on Montgomery. Here's the 0-1 outside. He was a count up at 1-1. Watched a lot of basketball last night till about 1 o'clock in the morning. Had to get up at 4:30, so if I pass out over here, you take over.
Well, you ought to know Friday's your day to work.
I know.
Another good pitch by Jace. Another good breaking ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Montgomery. Littlefield comes to the plate. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and he got him. And the Panthers go 1-2-3 in their half of the third. And after 2.5, no score. We'll be back. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM, The Roar. Welcome back to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, the WKWXFM app. And tonight on our YouTube channel, Slice 93, streaming live, Steve Cornell along with Clark Jones bringing you the action for the home opener. No scores. We move to the bottom of the third. It'll be Littlefield, Clapp, and Garner. First pitch on the way to Littlefield is a ball. Jace walked his first time up. Next pitch on the way, outside, ball 2. You know, Quinn's not going to overpower you at all, but you can tell he knows how to pitch the game.
He knows his stuff.
Here's a 2-0. That's outside. Three balls.
Straight over the top. He'll change angles on you a little bit, Steve. I've seen him all the way through middle school.
Here's a 3-0 fastball. Called strike one. Three balls in a strike, and now Quinn will back off. Started all over. Clark, the lights have come on.
Yes, sir.
That's a good sign. Here's a 3-1. There's a shot hit into the gap right past the second baseman for the Tigers' fourth hit of the night.
So my old friend says a professional hitter.
Uh-huh.
Now batting for the Tigers, shortstop, number 11, Cooper Cloud.
Jace is uncommitted. I think he's got 3 or 4 offers, Steve, lately. So
Yeah, he's a
Move
good
on.
ball player. He's a good baseball player.
he's a great hitter. Of course, Scoop's already committed. Yesterday was his official day in Notre Dame.
Clapp will come to the plate. First ball to him is inside. Our first pitch, I should say, is a ball inside. One ball, no strikes. Clapp walked his first time, or excuse me, got an infield hit his first time up.
There you go.
Next pitch hit on the ground. Quinn grabs it
Nope.
over to
Yeah.
second, and it's going to get by the shortstop. Johnson will end up at third base, and the Tigers will have runners at the corner with nobody out, and Garner coming to the plate. That was an error.
That was definitely an error.
Now batting for the Tigers, third baseman, number 8, Seth Garner.
So Garner will come to the plate with a chance to do some damage here in the third. He walked his first time up. They didn't even make any bones about it. They pitched him way off the plate.
Sure.
So he'll come to the plate. Nesbitt on deck. Nobody out. Here in the third, 2 on. One at first, one at third. Quinn from the stretch. First pitch on the way is a breaking ball. Gets by Smith. Here comes Johnson. He decides to hustle back. And I'm sure Coach Harville will talk to him about that. If you're going to go, go.
Well, work on dirt ball reads all the time. Coach Harville's out here continuously working on that stuff. It's hard to read sometimes. You get it right every time.
Clapp ends up down there at second base.
A good spot for a great hitter right here. You'll say something to hit, but they got a base open now.
So a ball and no strikes on Garner. We'll see how they'll pitch him now, like you said, with first open. And now we got a time called.
Seth getting himself together. You know, those who don't know, committed to go to the University of Memphis to continue his career. Pitched a great game Monday night against a really good team, TCA.
Here's a 1-0 on the way. All-speed pitch down in the dirt. Ball 2. Well, he looked good for well, they're going to put him on now. So
I put him on too, Coach.
yeah, they pitched one pitch to him, wasn't even close, and they said just go ahead and put him on.
All right, Nesbitt make him pay for it. He's really swinging the bat good right
Now
now.
batting, designated hitter, number 34, Nathan
So bases
Nesbitt.
full for Nathan Nesbitt, the DH. He struck out his first time up. Nobody out. First pitch on the way to him is hit foul. Like you said, though, Seth really threw a really good game for an opening game against a really good baseball team.
You bet.
No balls and a strike on the left-hander, Nesbitt. Here's a pitch by Quinn. Breaking ball down in the dirt.
We'll be live from Memphis. I think Seth pitches the second game against Arlington, a great ball club we beat in the region last year, and quality team.
1 ball, 1 strike. Quinn from the windup. Here's a 1-1. There's a ground ball hit toward first.
That'll
He'll
work.
only have 1 play. Tigers will score, and they'll take a 1-0 lead. So he got something he could pull. And Nathan did his job. got to run across.
Now batting, second baseman number 1, Hunter Phillips.
So 1 out. Runners at second and third. And Hunter Phillips coming to the plate. He flied out his first time up to left.
They're coming up.
First pitch is a fastball outside. One ball. No strikes. Phillips a hitter. Infield in. Next pitch on the way. Breaking ball up high. And the count goes to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Tigers lead it 1-0 as they break the scoreless game. Next pitch on the way is a fastball on the outside corner, and the count goes to 2-1.
Hunter hit the ball a while ago, hit it solid left field right here, scores a run if he can do it again.
2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1, he squares the bunt, gets by Smith, the catcher, but not far enough for Clapp to head home, and the count goes to 3-1 now.
Yeah, Coach very capable of squeezing right here if he needed to. It's awful early, though.
Yeah, Riverside is thinking something on as well. Everybody's in up on the grass. Here's a 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Got a piece of it, but not enough. Count goes full now. 1 out, 2 on. Phillips at the plate, Binion on deck. Here's the payoff pitch on the way, and there's a line drive hit down the left or third base line.
Quinn dropped down on his sidearm that time.
Yeah.
Did you see his too? Yeah, he'll change arm angles on you. He's a tricky little fella.
Full count, 1 out. Now Quinn will step back off. Now he'll step off again. I don't know if he doesn't like the pitch he's getting or what.
This big pitch right here.
Here's a 3-2. Hit back at him, and
Up
it's
the
going to be
middle.
through.
That's 2.
Here comes Clapp. He'll score. Here comes Garner. He'll score, and the Tigers lead it 3-0. A big 2-run RBI single for Hunter Phillips. He hit it right where it came from, and then they were up on the grass, so that defense really didn't pay off for them.
For the Tigers, right fielder number 14.
I think all along they thought he might bunt.
I think they're anticipating some kind of action like that. They've seen Hunter great. He bunts the ball a lot. He handles the bat good.
That'll bring up Binion. He'll come to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flied out to center his first time up. There's a throw over to first, not in time. That's a Hardin County on top of the scoreboard lit up now. I'm telling you, that's a beautiful scoreboard.
Yeah, we need to thank our sponsors on that thing, Steve. We got a bunch of very kind, benevolent business people that helped us pay for that thing. No school money went in it. It was a great project, and we appreciate all the sponsors out there.
I'll have to run out there in the gap just to see them.
Hey, me too.
First pitch or next pitch on the way is a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. As Phillips just got a big base hit, scored 2, and the Tigers lead it 3-0 here in the third. Next pitch on the way, breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jordan Binion. DeAndre Sparks on deck. Quinn from the stretch. Here comes a pitch. There's a drive into left field. That's going to be down for a hit. Phillips will have to stop at second base. And Jordan Binion gets a big hit and keeps it going here in the third with 1 out.
Up next for the Tigers, center fielder number 12, DeAndre Sparks.
So that'll bring up DeAndre Sparks. He had a hit his first time up. So the Tigers have runners at first and second. They've had 3 hits in the inning and scored 3 runs. So the first pitch to DeAndre. There's another ball slicing in the left field. It's going to be down. Phillips is going to have to hustle. He'll be in safe at third. And 3 consecutive hits now by Hardin County, and the bases are full again. So DeAndre gets his second hit of the night, and that'll bring up Strider Jones. Strider had a hit back in the second, and now Riverside's coach is going to come out and talk to his pitcher. He looks maybe a little tired. I don't know. His arm speed's not quite what it was, and the Tigers are starting to catch up with him here in the third. So Strider Jones will come to the plate with a chance to open this lead up with 1 out. Tigers have had 7 hits so far in the game. So a little bit different contrast than last night, as they were struggling getting runners across. And tonight, you know, they've come up with a couple of big hits with men on base. So Jones will come to the plate, right-hander, to face Quinn as he'll stay in the game. 1 out, bases full. First pitch on the way. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, strike 2.
That was a good one there,
Yeah,
Steve.
it was. I was just fixing to say the same thing. Good fastball on the outside corner, and then broke that one off underneath the hands. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. It's going to be outside, and the count goes to 1-2. Phillips at third, Binion at second, and Sparks at first. 1 out. Quinn from the windup. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball. He gets a piece of it and fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strider Jones at the plate. Back to the top of the lineup with Wilkerson on deck. Quinn, right-hander. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, another good breaking ball. Swing and a miss. And that'll be out number 2. That was a tough pitch, too.
Yeah, it was a good breaking ball. They gathered him up out there and got his stuff back together.
So 2 outs now.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder number 19, Abram Wilkerson.
And Wilkerson will come to the plate. Abram is 0 for 2. He's had a ground out and a fly out. So he'll come to the plate with bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 on the way. That one rides outside as well. And the count goes to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Another fastball that rides outside, and this time he falls behind, 3-0. Nowhere to put Wilkerson.
2 outs. We may take 2
Yeah.
right here, Coach.
Here's a 3-0 pitch. There's a fastball, strike 1, right at the knees. Count goes to 3-1. Wilkerson, the hitter, bases full. Here's a pitch, up high, ball 4, and he'll walk a run in. So Phillips will come in with the 4th run. And the man that started it all off
Now batting for the Tigers, number 7, Jace Littlefield.
will be Littlefield at the plate. Base is still full. That ball gets by Smith. Here's a play at the plate, and Binion's going to score easily, and it's 5-0 Tigers. There was no hesitation there as Jordan took off. Not a whole lot of room back behind the catcher, but enough.
No, we probably got one of the shorter areas back there when you go out and look at some of these big ballparks.
So 1 ball, no strikes. Tigers up 5-0 here in the third. 2 on, 2 out. There's a fastball up high. Even count goes 2-0. Littlefield started the inning off with a hit. Here's a 2-0. There's a ball hit in the air toward the right field. Second baseman going out, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. But the Tigers do the damage as they get 5 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and they leave 2 on. And after 3 complete, Hardin County 5, Riverside 0. We'll be back right after this timeout. You're listening to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM, The Roar. All right, welcome back to Savannah City Park as we were admiring the beautiful scoreboard out there. Well, sponsors for the scoreboard, and we appreciate everything they've done. Hardin County Bank, Shamrock Financial, Central Bank, Home Banking, Dr. Stacy Wilkerson, PCA, Paraxis, Design Team, Jones Motor Company,
Leading off the top of the
Lifespan Health, West Tennessee Healthcare, and Shackelford's Funeral Directors. And, you know, we can't do things like that out there without great sponsors. And we can't do what we do here without great sponsors as well. First pitch on the way to Trent Smith is a strike. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes on Smith. He had a hit his first time up back in the first. Here's the 0-2, just misses outside. And the count goes to 1-2. Here's a 1-2 by Littlefield. Swinging a miss at a breaking ball, gets by Stanley. He's going to have to hustle and not in time. So Smith gets the strikeout. Then we miss the pitch. Goes back to the wall, and he's at first base. First pitch on the way, hit high in the air toward right field, towards second baseman. Going out, Phillips is going to make the grab in shallow right for out number one. That was Hernandez at the plate.
Now batting number 17, Aiden Creasy.
So that'll bring up Aiden Creasy, the DH. He had a fly out his first time up. He'll come to the plate with a runner at first and 1 out. Littlefield from the stretch. Takes a long look over at first, comes to the plate, and it's fouled out of play. No balls and a strike. 1 out here in the fourth. This is the second game of the 2-game series. The Tigers won over at Riverside last night 5-4. Next pitch on the way, rides inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hardin County will be in action on Monday at the Flag City Classic in Arlington. 4 p.m. start for St. Benedict, and then Arlington around 6:30. There goes a runner. There goes a throw, not in time.
Yeah, they're getting a big lead over here, a big walking lead, really. Stanley made another pretty good throw down there, but He didn't have a chance at him.
One ball, 2 strikes on Creasy. Here's a 1-2. Breaking ball, driven into left field. It's going to be down for a hit, and that's going to score Smith from second. Here comes a throw in, and Creasy will stop at second. So good piece of baseball by Riverside as they get the stolen base and then the base hit to score.
3, Jake Swindle.
All that after a strikeout. Couldn't get him out at first. Should have been the second out of the inning. So 1 out double by Creasy. And that'll bring up Swindle, the left fielder. He had a hit his first time up. First pitch on the way to him is a strike. 5-1 now our score here in the 4th. As the Panthers have broken on to the scoreboard. Here's a play to Clapp at short. Goes over to third, and he'll be out at third base.
That's bad base running there. That ball's hit the left side, and he's trying to go to third. That's a no-no ever.
Now batting number 6, Parker Wilkes.
Coop made a heads-up play. He saw it all the way.
So out number 2, and that'll bring up Parker Wilkes. Yeah, that one's right in front of him. He should have seen that one. That's an automatic go back.
Yeah, you bet.
No balls and a strike to Wilkes. Runner at first base, 1 out. Or excuse me, 2 outs now. There's a nonchalant throw over. There's another quicker throw over. One ball, or no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 on. 5-1 our score here in the 4th. Parker Wilkes at the plate. There goes the runner. Breaking ball, he's not going to have a chance. Doesn't even throw down this time.
No, that's a breaking ball in dirt. He can't do anything there. 2 outs.
Well, they're seeing something. There's a couple of pickoff moves over there, and then he just took off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1. Down in the dirt. Gets by Stanley. And the count goes to 2-1, and the runner goes down to third. Two balls, 1 strike. Runner at third, 2 outs. Wilkes, the shortstop, at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Littlefield working here in the 4th. Leading 5-1. Now he'll step off. Jace from the stretch. Here's a 2-1 delivery. Breaking ball dismisses inside, and that ball gets away from Stanley, but not far enough. And the count goes to 3-1. The Tigers will also be over in Memphis on Tuesday as they'll take on MUS at 6 p.m. And the next home game will be on Friday as Milan will come to town. Here's a 3-1 hit on the ground to the shortstop Clapp. He scoops it up. Long throw over and in time for out number 3. But the Panthers get on the board as they get 1 run on no hits. They leave 1 on. And after 3.5, our score, Hardin County 5, Riverside 1. We'll be back right after this timeout. You're listening to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. Clark squandered.
There you go.
It only took me 4 innings to say it right in my head.
I don't know if your wife's not going to correct you again, Steve.
Cooper Clapp will lead it off, followed by Garner and Nesbitt. Cooper had a hit back in the first, reached on air and scored in the third. First pitch on the way is outside, ball 1. Blaine Johnson in now here in the fourth for the Panthers as Quinn is out. There's a ground ball hit toward the second baseman. First baseman cuts it off, throws it over to his pitch, and did he get him? He got him. It was
Good
close.
play, good play.
Really good play by the pitcher to get over there, Johnson, and get the out.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 8, Seth Garner.
So Seth Garner will come to the plate with 1 out and nobody on. First pitch to him's outside, ball 1. He hasn't seen much to hit tonight.
Yeah, my guy hasn't seen much all year.
Yeah, a lot of respect for him so far this year. Here's a 1-0 by Johnson, outside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Sun is down, lights on. Scoreboard lit up, 5-1 Hardin County here in the fourth. Here's a 2-0. There's a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1.
That was on the black, knee high, Steve. There, he didn't look. He want that pitch.
Johnson from the windup, the 2-1, a little bit low, 3-1 now. The count to the third baseman, Seth Garner.
Seth's a good low ball hitter too. He swings the bat really good.
Here's a 3-1 on the way. Swing and a miss.
There's a change there, it looked like, Steve. Straight change.
3 balls, 2 strikes now on Garner.
Garner's kind of laughing about it. He's missed that a foot.
Johnson winds up and fires. There's a drive right back at him in the center field, and that'll be down for a base hit. May be the reason they don't want to throw to him.
I think he came back and tried to throw the change again. He just kept his hand back. Yeah, kept his hands back that time.
Now
So the Tigers pick up their 8th hit of the night.
Nesbitt.
So Garner's at first with 1 out. Nesbitt will come to the plate. He's had a strikeout. And then hit into sacrifice at first. Thrown out at first.
Got an RBI on the bases
Yep.
loaded earlier. That's what he did. Put the ball in play.
First pitch is a ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, 1 on. Johnson from the stretch. Comes to the plate. There's a fly ball hit into left center gap. Center fielder going over and makes the grab. So 2 outs now in the inning, and that'll bring up Hunter Phillips. Hunter had a single, plated a couple,
Now batting.
and really got the Tigers going
Hunter Phillips.
in the third. So Hunter will come to the plate with a runner at first, 2 outs. He'll be facing Johnson for the first time. Garner with a good lead at first. Hops off, and there's first pitch strike. Jace has worked 4 innings. I think they're going to ride him as long as he can stand it tonight.
A little fella give you everything he's got.
Here's the 0-1 outside, evens the count up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Spring break coming up next week as well, as the Tigers will be out of town on Monday and Tuesday over in Memphis. Of course, we'll bring it all to you. There's a ball thrown away from Smith. Garner goes down and not in time, so he'll be at second base with 2 outs.
Did that ball hit Seth?
I couldn't tell. It looked like he kind of slid over the bag. It was an awkward-looking slide, that's
Well,
for
the
sure.
ball came back this way.
2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Garner now at second base. Here's a 2-1. Misses a little low, 3-1. Three-1 the count now on Phillips, the second baseman for Hardin County. Garner at second. Here's a wind-up pitch on the way outside, and he loses him. So Binion will come to the plate with 2 on. He had a hit and scored a run his last time up.
Up next for the Tigers, number 14, Jordan Binion.
So Jordan will come to the plate with a chance to get that run back with a base hit that the Panthers got back in the 4th. Johnson from the stretch. Taking a long look at Garner, now comes to the plate, and the ball's inside and low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Really good speed on the bases, Steve.
Yeah, Seth is a big guy, but he can absolutely run. Here's a 1-0. There's a off-speed pitch inside, 1-1. We were talking about him during football season, how he had another gear, especially with somebody chasing him. And he's such a big kid. Doesn't look like he's running that fast.
Yeah, he's 6'2", 205.
Here's a 1-1 pitch, hit toward the Tiger dugout and foul. Count goes to 1-2.
Great kid, too. That's good with the younger kids. He's just a good role model for everybody.
You know, I was really shocked that he didn't get a look at maybe playing some football if he wanted to somewhere.
We don't like that old game, Coach.
Yeah, I know. Well, I like it during the fall. Here's a 1-2. Up high. And the count goes to 2-2.
I think Garner's got some real possibilities going on. I mean, you know, he touched 90 the other night when we were Monday night in that game, and you know he's got a lot to go in the tank still.
Here's a 2-2. Is going to be lifted out of play.
I look forward to following his career in Memphis. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We might even get a ticket, Cornell, you know.
You think so?
Well, I think we might.
I don't know. They don't think much of us.
Yeah, Garner does, so we'll be all right.
I did get a T-shirt coming in, though.
Good. I did, too. That was good.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's a 2-2, lifted high in the air. First baseman going over there. He slips down, may have a play, then it falls in front of him.
Yeah, that's a wet spot over there. Kid got a bad break and slipped down over there. But Jordan he got another chance right here, so we'll do something with it.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Binion at the plate. Johnson from the stretch comes to the plate. Swinging and a miss, got him on a good breaking ball. And that'll do it for the Tigers. They leave a couple on. They get a base hit. And after 5 complete.
We got a pitching change, Stevie.
That's what I was wondering. They'll lead it 5-1. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we return. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Savannah City Park.
Now
Steve
pitching for
Cornell
the
along with
Tigers,
Clark
number
Jones
13,
bringing you
Knox
Tiger
Gray.
baseball action. Tigers lead it 5-1 as we
Leading
head
off
to the
for
fifth.
Riverside,
It'll be
number 18,
Bartholomew,
Aaron Bartholomew.
Wallace, and Quinn. They'll face the left-hander, Knox Gray. So Knox will come in for his first work on the mound this season. First pitch on the way is a fastball on the outside corner, strike one. So a good outing by Littlefield. Gives up 3 hits and a run through 4. Next pitch on the way, good fastball. Has a little movement on that one, Clark, on the outside.
That's Knoxy right there. He's come back as a senior. We're glad to have him, and he's getting ready to do some work for us.
Here's a 1-1 on the way. That's another good pitch. They're going to say, did he go?
Yes,
they said he
sir.
went.
Good pitch again. That's that little cutter goes away.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Here in the 5th. Here's a 1-2. Good good pitch on the inside corner. I don't know if it's a breaking ball or
See,
not.
he turned it over the other way, Steve. That ball went in on him. So, yeah, it was a turnover pitch. It was a little curveball, little cutter inside, and he showed him how to way away and then come back inside. Good pitch.
Batting number 1, Stone Wallace.
So that'll bring up Stone Wallace. He's 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts in the game. As he'll come to the plate with an out and nobody on. First pitch on the way to him is outside, ball 1. Next pitch on the way, hit in the center field for a base hit. So a runner on with 1 out as Wallace gets his first hit of the night.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 12, Lane Johnson.
So Lane Johnson will come to the plate, his first at bat. So he's in relief of Quinn. First pitch on the way to him. He caught a balk. Where was the balk?
He didn't stop. He said he didn't stop, is what he said.
Yeah. Runner takes second anyway. I think he was on the move even before the balk. So 1 out, runner at second now. And Johnson at the plate, a right-handed hitter. Gray in relief of Littlefield. Here's a pitch. There goes a runner. There's a throw down. Not in time.
Wallace saw a smart ball player. He just timed that and took off on delivery. He didn't have a play.
No balls and a strike. On Johnson. Gray from the stretch. Here's the 0-1. Foul tip, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. An out here in the 5th, and now we'll have a timeout as Coach Harville wants to go out and talk to his senior pitcher. While we have a moment, we'll be in Memphis, Tennessee on Monday, St. Benedict at 4 p.m. and then Arlington around 6:30. This is the Flag City Classic in Arlington. And then on Tuesday night at 6 p.m., the Tigers will be over in Memphis to take on MUS. So a big Monday and Tuesday, playing some really good baseball teams early in this season. I mean, we've had a heck of a schedule already.
We played 10 ranked teams the first 18 games, Steve.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. It's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. Man, what a great pitch. Got him looking. Took something off of it, hit the corner.
Good pitch, great pitch by Knox. He can really help this baseball team if he makes that pitch to you.
Up next for the Panthers, number 24, Cole Montgomery.
So 2 outs now, runner at third. Montgomery at the plate, swinging a miss, strike 1. You know, they always call left-handers crafty. I don't know why. That just came to my mind. Here's the 0-1. Hit back at us. I flinched. I do it every time. How long have I been doing this? That wasn't even close to us up here, and I flinched. No balls, 2 strikes.
Like me ducking those pitches off the pitcher's mound, them line drives coming back at us.
Yeah, bad memories. Spent many nights in a padded room. Next pitch on the way.
Good pitch.
Yeah,
good pitch.
right.
Just off the plate. 0-2 pitch. Great pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes now on Montgomery. He's had a walk and a strikeout. Big right-hander for Riverside. Runner at third. 2 down. Tigers trying to get out of it here. And now Knox will step off, take a breather.
Yes. Montgomery got a lot of power. He make a good pitch here. That little cutter away from him is a pitch to get him with.
Here's a 1-2 on the way. And he drives it into left center.
Oh,
Everybody's coming out, and it's going to be dropped. Cooper got a glove on it. Everybody coming in, and then fell out of his glove, and that's got to be a hit, and the run's going to score.
I think so.
That's a tough play for him.
Yeah, he went 30, 40 feet in the outfield trying to catch that ball. We were playing a little deeper with Montgomery.
Now
He
batting
kind
number
of
10,
hit that off the end of the bat. Just fell in the right spot.
So 5-2 now. 2 out still. Smith coming to the plate. He's had a hit in the game. He's been on base twice, scored a run. First pitch to him is a little off the plate. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Gray from the stretch comes to the plate. Outside, ball 2.
That pitch is barely missing out there, 2 in a row.
Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Here's a 2-0. Hit back at us. And the count goes to 2-1. Two on the count. On Smith. Here's a pitch. Just misses up high, and the count goes to 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike now on Smith. There's a fly ball hit into shallow right field. Everybody's going out. Phillips had it and then dropped it. And the runner's going to end up at third base. So a couple of shallow pop flies. We can't do anything with it. And they've got runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Phillips made a long run and nearly caught that ball.
I don't want to give him an E, but I'm going to have to. That'll bring up Bryce Hernandez. He's 0 for 2. Flied out to second his last time up. So runners at the corners. Hernandez a hitter and 2 outs. 5-2 our score here in the 5th. Gray from the stretch. Kicks, fires, strike 1.
Now batting number 13, Bryce Hernandez.
No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. There goes the runner, and it's going to be hit out of play. Strike two. No balls. 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Gray in relief of Littlefield here in the 5th. As Riverside has been able to reach on a couple of bloopers out in the outfield. He's got him picked off, and he gets away from the first baseman. Here comes a play to the plate, and it's going to be 5-3. Boy, they about had him picked off. It got away from Jones, and that was enough for Montgomery to head home, and it's 5-3. So runner at first now. Still 2 down. 0-2 count. Next pitch on the way, hit out of play. That's a good pickoff move over to first base.
On the wrong side of the runner.
Yeah.
No way to get to it.
No balls, 2 strikes. There goes the runner. Here comes a pitch. It's hit on the ground toward Garner. Picks it up, throws over to first. Good play, got him. Good play, good pickup by Jones. And that'll do it for Riverside, but they pick up a couple of runs on a couple of hits. They leave 1 on, and after 4.5, Tigers on top, 5-3. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. Back after this. It'll be Sparks, Jones, and Wilkerson here in the 5th for Hardin County, as Riverside has put 3 runs across the plate the last couple of innings.
Bottom of the 5th for the Tigers.
They did it on 2 hits.
Sparks.
Couple of Texas leaguers too,
Yeah,
Steve.
exactly. Didn't hit it hard, but it was effective. So Sparks will come to the plate. He's had a big night. He's 2 for 2 tonight, 2 singles. First pitch to him is up. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Down in the dirt, ball 2. Appreciate everyone listening to the action tonight. Either way you're listening on 93.5 FM or WKWXFM.com or the WKWXFM app or Slice 92, streaming live on YouTube. We appreciate you tuning in for tonight's home opener here at the Savannah City Park. Ball 3 now to DeAndre. So a 3-0 count. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Strike 1. Beautiful night for baseball. Here's a 3-1, 3-2. That was a good pitch there on the inside part of the plate.
You bet.
3 balls, 2 strikes now on Sparks. There's a ball hit out of play over the top of the Tigers' dugout. And the count will remain 3-2. Johnson in relief of Quinn. He came in the 4th, working his 2nd inning. Next pitch on the way, hit right back up the middle for DeAndre's 3rd hit of the night.
Good start.
That'll bring up Strider Jones. He's had a hit and struck out his last time.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 2, Strider Jones.
So he'll face Johnson for the first time tonight. So good speed at first base. And Sparks. And Strider at the plate. Johnson from the stretch. He'll come to the plate. Strider squares the bunt, pulls it back, and it's called strike 1. No balls and a strike. Nobody out here in the 5th. Now they'll go over, not in time. Does it get by the first baseman?
It does. In the corner.
And there goes Sparks down to second base, and now we'll see if he squared the bunt the first time. We'll see if we want to bunt him over to third. So Jones will step back in. 0-1 count on him. Sparks at second now after the throwing error. Here's 0-1. There's a fly ball lifted in shallow infield at first base, and it's going to be an out. Tried to get it over there in right field and just hit it off the end of the bat.
Trying to hit it behind the runner, yeah.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 19, Abram Wilkerson.
So that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Wilkerson. He's had a walk and a ground out and a fly out. So he'll come to the plate to face Johnson. First pitch to him is a strike. No balls and a strike. 1 out here in the 5th. Wind up pitch on the way, all speed, and it's going to be in the dirt. One the count on Wilkerson. Sparks at second. Littlefield on deck. Johnson from the stretch. Couple looks at Sparks. Here comes a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Wilkerson. The Tigers have had 9 hits in the game so far. Need number 10 right here. Here's a pitch on the way. Fastball running away and outside, and evens the count up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. There's a drive into right field. It's going to be down, and Sparks will have to stop at third base. He hit that one on the line right at the right fielder, but he couldn't play it. Just kind of fell right at his feet, and the Tigers have 2 on now, and Littlefield coming to the plate.
Next up for the Tigers, number 7, Jace Littlefield.
So Littlefield will come to the plate. He's had a walk, had a hit, scored a run. So he'll face Johnson. He actually flied out. He actually batted twice in the 3rd. So he'll come to the plate with a chance to do a little damage here in the 5th. Johnson from the stretch. Pitch on the way, just misses low, ball 1. You know, we told you they were going to be in Memphis on Monday and Tuesday. They'll be back home on Friday as Milan will be in town. Here's a 1-0 hit toward the third baseman. Sparks will score if they don't turn it over, and it's going to get down in the dirt and not in time to get Littlefield, but we do get a run back. Hit it hard, but right to the shortstop.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 11, Cooper Clapp.
So 2 outs in the inning. And Clapp coming to the plate. He's had an infield hit, reached on an error, scored a run, and then grounded out to the first baseman his last time up. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 6-3 our score here in the 5th. Runner at first, 2 outs. Here's a 1-0. There's a drive hit deep in left field. Going back, gone. Isn't it? No, it's off the top of the wall.
Off the wall.
Here comes Littlefield. He's coming around third. He's going to hustle back. Clapp's going to end up at second base. As he went hustling into second, I think he kind of surprised the second baseman that took the throw in. Man, he hit that ball hard. I thought it was out of here. Hit right at the top of the wall.
About 350 right out there in the gap.
So Littlefield ends up at third. Clapp at second. And now they're going to walk Garner. His second intentional walk of the night. And the Tiger fans giving them the boo birds over here. I don't blame them.
Now batting for the Tigers.
I'd have walked him too.
Yep.
Nesbitt.
So that'll bring up Nesbitt, the DH.
Nate can fix it for him right here. He's swinging the bat good.
2 outs, bases full. First pitch up high, ball 1. Nathan struck out back in the first. He's had a fly out and a ground out. Here's a 1-0 on the way. Hit out of play. Evens the count up at 1-1. Littlefield down at third, Clapp at second, and Garner at first. Here's a 1-1 on the way, up high, ball 2. Two balls in a strike now. Here's a 2-1 to Nesbitt. Outside corner, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases full. Johnson trying to pitch out of a jam here in the 5th. Here's a 2-2 on the way, hit out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Tigers on top, 6-3, trying to get some more. Here's the 2-2 delivery by Johnson. All speed and rides up high. Ball 3. Three-two the count. Nowhere to put him. Here's a payoff pitch on the way. Tigers on the move, and he walked him. So the second time that they've walked a Tiger in.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 1, Hunter Phillips.
So Hunter Phillips will come to the plate. He had a fly out. Had a single and walked his last time up, and that one's hit out of play. 7-3 now our score here in the 5th. Here's the 0-1 on the way by Johnson. Down low. Evens the count up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Phillips. 2 outs here in the 5th. Base is full. Here's a 1-1 by Johnson. Just misses inside, and the count goes to 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, driven into left field. That's going to be down. That'll score Clapp. Here comes Garner around third. He'll score, and they'll hold the runner up at third. And Phillips will end up at second base. So Hunter's got 4 RBIs in the game on 2 hits, a single and a double. Nesbitt will end up at third base. Still 2 outs. They've done all the damage with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Jordan Binion. He'll come to the plate. With 2 outs,
next for the Tigers,
and runners
14,
at second and
Jordan
third.
Binion.
So 9-3 the score now here in the 5th. First pitch on the way to Binion is up high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Two outs, 2 on. Here's a 1-0. There's a drive into left field. Left fielder coming in, and he's going to make the grab right at the top of his shoestrings for out number 3. Hit it well, almost got down. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. But the Tigers pick up 4 runs on a couple of hits, 3 hits to be exact, and they leave 2 on. And after 5 complete, 9-3 our score. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Runs on 4 hits. There was 1 Panther error and 2 runners left on base.
Flat out. 7.
Ryder Harville.
Is that who that is?
Yes, sir.
So now we got.
High school number 80.
Do what?
He's wearing his dad's old high school
You
number.
bet.
Now pitching for the Tigers, number 4, Ryder Harville.
Freshman.
He can do it.
Can he?
What's his velo at?
All right, Ryder Harville will be in the game now as Knox Gray works the 5th. Ryder Harville will come here in the 6th with the Tigers leading 9-3.
Big day for Hardin County Baseball.
There's a freshman coming in to pitch.
Leading off the top of the 6th for Riverside, number 17, Aiden Creasy.
It'll be Creasy, Swindle, and Wilkes here in the 6th for Riverside. First pitch on the way. Fastball driven high in the air toward left field. Left fielder going back and gone. So 1 pitch, and he hits it out of the park. And it's 9-4. So that'll bring up Jake Swindle.
We're going to see a lot of good pitches from him the next 4 years, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Now batting
That's just a tough
number
break way to start. That's just one pitch.
So Swindle will come to the plate. First pitch on the way to him is a breaking ball hit high in the air toward left field. Wilkerson goes over and makes the grab for out number 1. Well, you know, that was just a welcome to high school baseball right there.
There you go. I'd rather been a ground ball to second, but that's all right. He's going to be fine. We're going to see a lot of good stuff now. He's got the stuff.
Well, you pitched for 4 years. You're going to have 1 or 2 of those hit off of you.
Hell, I had a sore neck, Steve.
First pitch on the way to Wilkes is a strike on the outside.
A really
corner.
good pitch out there.
No balls and a strike, 1 out. Here's the 0-1. Another breaking ball outside, evens the count up at 1-1. Wilkes is 0 for 2. He's had a strikeout and a ground out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, 1 out. Harville from the windup. Here's the 1-1. Another breaking ball up high, ball 2. 2 on the count now on Swindle. Or excuse me, Wilkes. I'm sorry. Here's a 2-1. Fastball rides up high, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Wilkes a hitter, Bartholomew on deck. Riverside has got a hit and scored 1 here in the 6th. There's a fastball on the outside corner, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On Wilkes, the shortstop for the Panthers. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Threw it by him. And that's out number 2.
Now batting number
So that'll bring
18,
up Aaron Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
He's had a couple of strikeouts tonight. Nobody on, 2 outs. Harville looking in, goes into his windup. Here's a pitch, a breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Great pitch right there. That's his. He's got a good one, Steve.
No balls and a strike on Bartholomew. Here's the 0-1. Another breaking ball, a little bit low. Evens the count up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Working here in the 6th inning. Tigers on top, 9-4. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss at a good fastball. And the count goes to 1-2.
Really good pitch. That's that high fastball. That's 1 right up under the letter.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a
Same
miss.
pitch.
Gets away from the catcher, and he's going to end up down at first. That's twice tonight that's happened.
Yeah, that's that high riding fastball. I mean, that's his out pitch. So tough break.
So Bartholomew will be down at first, and that'll bring up
Now
Stone
batting number
Wallace.
1, Stone Wallace.
He's 1 for 3. Had a hit his last time up and scored a run. So Harville will go into his stretch now with a runner at first. First pitch on the way, hit sharply into center field. DeAndre going back, makes the grab for the out, and that'll do it for the Panthers. But they get a run on the leadoff home run by Creasy. But then that's it. And after 5.5, Tigers on top, 9-4. You're listening to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. Back after this. Hardin County will be in action on Monday night, or Monday afternoon rather, at 4 p.m. over at the Flag City Classic in Arlington, Tennessee, as they'll face St. Benedict at Arlington. And then the second of two games, they'll face Arlington at 6:30. And then on Tuesday, the Tigers will be at MUS. That's a 6 p.m. start. All the action you can hear right here on 93.5 FM. And then on Friday, the Tigers are back home as they'll take on Milan. Varsity time is at 6:30. And then on Saturday, we'll be over in Adamsville, Tennessee. Take the short drive west to take on the Cardinals. That is a 2 p.m. start time. So it'll be Sparks, Jones, and Wilkerson here in the sixth for the Tigers. Hardin County leading it 9-4.
Number 12, DeAndre Sparks.
Braden Middleton in the game now for the Panthers, a left-hander, as he'll be the third pitcher of the night for Riverside. So it'll be lefty on lefty here to start the sixth inning. DeAndre's
three
had
for three.
Yeah, he's 3 for 3 tonight. He's had a good night at the plate. So Middleton, the left-hander, gets set. First pitch on the way. Up and out. Ball one. One ball, no strikes on Sparks. Here's a 1-0. Up high, ball two. Tigers have put together 12 hits tonight with 9 runs. They've committed an error. Riverside has 7 hits, 4 runs. They've committed 2 errors. Here's a 2-0. Ball 3, a little bit low. Three balls, no strikes to Sparks. He's been the hot man at the plate tonight with 3 hits. Here's a 3-0 on the way. Fastball rides inside, and he walked him on 4 pitches. So the Tigers have the leadoff runner on here in the 6th. And that'll bring up
For the Tigers, number 2,
Strider Jones. He's had a hit, had a strikeout, and popped out to first his last time up. So he'll come to the plate with a runner at first and nobody out. Wilkerson on deck. Here's a windup pitch on the way, up high, ball 1. So 5 balls in a row now by Middleton to start his inning. One ball, no strikes. Here's a 1-0. Good fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strider taking a look down at his third base coach, see if anything is on with DeAndre over at first. Here's a 1-1 inside, and it's called strike 2. Went outside with that fastball before that, and then came back inside underneath the hands. And the count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sparks with a lead at first. Here's a pitch. There's a ground ball hit to the first baseman, foul. That's a good piece of hitting there just to fight that one off.
Yeah, that's a good swing. We got good speed to get something on the ground. He can move around out there. He's creating some holes there. He's faking that steal over there.
So Sparks with the lead at first. Middleton from the stretch. Here's a 1-2. Hit in the air toward right field. It's going to be caught, and they're going to throw him out at first. Double play. Base running mistake by DeAndre. And Wilkerson will come to the plate now with 2 outs and nobody on. Hit it on the nose, but right at the right
Now
fielder.
batting for the Tigers, number 19, Abram Wilkerson.
And DeAndre made a base running mistake there. And it cost the Tigers 2 outs. First pitch on the way to Wilkerson is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 9-4 our score. Tigers on top. Middleton from the windup. Here's a 1-0 on the way. And he misses badly outside again. Goes back to the backstop. 2 balls, no strikes. Two oh the count. Wilkerson at the plate. He's had a hit and walk tonight, a fly out and a ground out. Here's a 2-0. Good fastball right at the belt, strike 1. Two balls and a strike on the left fielder for the Tigers. 2 out, nobody on. Middleton from the windup. Wind-up pitch on the way. Hit foul right back at us. And the count will go to 2-2. Looking ahead, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Riverside in their half of the 7th. Here's a 2-2. Woo! Hit over there toward the Tigers dugout. That's a couple of those over there. That's a dangerous spot. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. Wilkerson at the plate. Middleton with a windup. Here's a 2-2. Outside, ball 3. 3-2 the count now. Littlefield on deck if Wilkerson can get on. He'll be the next hitter. Here's a 3-2. There's a ball driven into shallow left field. Shortstop going back and makes a grab for the out. That'll do it for the Tigers as they go 1, 2, 3 here in their half of the 6th inning. And after 6 complete, Hardin County 9, Riverside 4. We'll be back right after this
The
timeout.
Tigers in the bottom of the 6th, no runs on no hits. There were no Panther errors and no runners left on base.
Who's coming in now?
Samples, it looked like.
Our game day sponsor for today's season opener, Team Aaron. Thank them for being our first game day sponsor of the year.
All right, welcome back to Savannah City Park. Steve Cornell along with Clark Jones bringing you Hardin County baseball action as we move to the 7th. 9-4 our score. Tigers on top. Duke Samples will come in and work here in the 7th. I want to remind you in the morning sports talk
For Riverside.
at 9 a.m. in the morning, Coach Harville will be with me, and then a special guest bracketologist will be with me after that. We'll talk a little March Madness to get you ready for your sports Saturday, and then Tennessee and Michigan coming up at 4:15 tomorrow afternoon. First pitch on the way.
I believe we got Jesse Johnson catching now, Steve.
Well, I knew it didn't look like Ian, or he had shrunk. 1 ball, no strike. Here's a 1-0. Hit foul, 1-1. That's a pinch hitter. I didn't get who that was.
This is
Quinn, is he back? Okay. Quinn, Ethan Quinn hitting now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1. There's a slicing fly ball into left field, down for the hit. So the leadoff runner on here in the 7th.
Now batting number 24, Cole Montgomery.
So that'll bring up Cole Montgomery. He's had a hit, walk, and a strikeout in the game. So Quinn at first base, Montgomery at the plate. Here in the 7th. Samples working his first inning. He got some work over in Jackson against USJ on Monday night. First pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 1.
Duke sophomore, he got good breaking ball, good slider. Gonna throw a lot of off-speed pitches, Steve.
No balls and a strike on Montgomery. Wind up, pitch on the way, all speed. You're exactly right. Good play there by Johnson. Evens the count up at 1-1.
That's correct.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, 1 on. Quinn with a leadoff single. There's a pitch, there's a drive down the third base line, and it's going to be just foul. One, 2 the count now on Montgomery, the first baseman for Riverside. We're in the top of the 7th inning. As the Tigers are trying to win a pair here off of Riverside. They defeated Riverside last night 5-4 over in Parsons. Trying to get a win here. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Just coming right at him with a good fastball on the outside part of the plate, and that'll do it for Montgomery. And that'll be out number 1. That'll bring up Trent Smith, the catcher. He had a hit way back in the first. He scored a run and reached on a couple of errors. Wind up, pitch on the way, strike 1. No balls and a strike. 1 out, 1 on. There's a breaking ball. There goes the runner down, and it's not even going to be close as that ball goes into center field. Man, they've gotten some good jumps off of us.
They well-coached team, Steve. They do things right.
So Quinn will end up down at second base with 1 out and a 1-1 count on Smith. Samples from the stretch. Here's a 1-1. Up high, ball 2. 2 balls in a strike now on Smith. Quinn with the lead at second. Samples taking a long look in at his catcher. Now he'll go into his stretch. And he'll step off. Two balls, 1 strike. Smith, the hitter for Riverside. Quinn at second. He led off the inning with a hit. Here's a 2-1. Breaking ball, strike 2. Evens the count up at 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. We're in the 7th, 9-4 the score. Tigers on top. Here's a 2-2 hit on the ground toward Phillips. He'll scoop it up. Throws it over the first for the out. Quinn will move over to third. So 2 outs, runner at third now, and that'll bring up Bryce Hernandez.
Number 13, Bryce Hernandez.
He's 0 for 3. He's had a couple of ground outs and a fly out tonight. So Quinn down at third, 2 outs. Samples from the windup, first pitch outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Samples trying to close it out here in the 7th. Next pitch on the way up high. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Runner at third, 2 outs. Here's a 2-0 delivery. Hit on the ground towards short. Clapp gets it over to first for the out, and that'll do it for the Panthers, and that'll do it for the ball game as the Tigers get a sweep.
Good to see you.
The Panthers as they defeat them 9-4. We'll take a timeout. We'll have the totals when we return. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM, The Roar.
In the Flag City Classic.
All right, welcome back to the
Tennessee,
Savannah City Park. Steve Cornell along with Clark Jones bringing you Hardin County Baseball tonight. The home opener here at the beautiful ballpark at the Savannah City Park. Man, that scoreboard just looks better and better every time I look out there and see that compared to what we've looked at for many, many years.
Right.
But to see that Hardin County and that big tiger glowing out there in the gap in right center is something else. Let's look at your totals for tonight. For Riverside, they had 4 runs on 8 hits, committed 2 errors. Ethan Quinn gets the loss for the Panthers. For Hardin County, 9 runs on 12 hits. They commit an error, and Jace Littlefield gets a win. So, Clark, 4th win, 4-1. You said you'd take 4-1 going through this stretch of this first week.
That's right. I mean, it was you know, we played, this team's ranked 7th in AA in the coaches poll earlier. There's a quality ball team, and we executed. The win last night kind of got the Tigers moving the right way. You know, TCA was a tough game. Madison wasn't much, and we lost to USJ, and can't wait to play them again. But next week's a big deal. I mean, you talking about going over there and playing 3 of the top teams in West Tennessee, and Monday and Tuesday. So look forward to that, and hope everybody's able to listen, because we're going to be over there. I think Greg's going with me over there. We look forward to that, and I'm real proud of what we've got done. They've done a great job so far.
Well, you know, that's what you have to do, and that's what Coach Harville has done and said he wanted to do. He wanted to beef up the schedule, and he's beefed up the schedule. And all that can do is get you ready for where you want to be when we get toward the end of the season and into tournament time. But a big win tonight. A lot of hits tonight for the Tigers. They finally put some hits together, scored some runs. A big night for Hunter Phillips. 4 RBIs on the night, couple of big hits.
DeAndre Sparks with 3 hits. That's a big deal tonight.
DeAndre on base 4 times, 3 hits. And some good pitching tonight.
We pitched it well. We pitched it well last night. And, You know, the pitching has been excellent, really, for a 5-game run, Steve. It really has. We've used, and I apologize for not knowing, but we've used 8 kids anyway, I think, so far.
Yeah, exactly. So Monday, we'll be over in Memphis, Tennessee, over at Arlington, Tennessee, actually, on Monday for the Flag City Classic. The Tigers will take on St. Benedict at 4 p.m., and then Arlington in the nightcap at around 6:30. And then on Tuesday, we'll be at MUS, Memphis University School. That's a 6 p.m. time in Memphis, Tennessee. Then Friday, the Tigers will be back home to take on Milan. JV game at 4:30, and the varsity game scheduled at 6:30. And then on Saturday, we'll be over at Adamsville, Tennessee. 12:15 JV game, 2 p.m. start for the varsity at Adamsville. Big night for the Tigers here at the Savannah City Park. The home opener tonight is they defeat Riverside 9-4. That'll do it for us. Any last words?
Well, it's good. It's a good start, and I hope everybody can listen to us Monday and Tuesday, and those that come, we look forward to seeing.
That's exactly right. All right, Tigers win it here tonight. Home opener 9-4 over Riverside. That'll do it for us here. Thanks to Eli at the station. For Clark Jones, I'm Steve Carnell saying have a great rest of your Friday evening. Go Tigers, and remember, Saturday morning sports talk at 9 a.m.